It's actually my very first time presenting on stage, so please bear with my nerves. Okay, thank you. So, as you know, I'm deaf. I was born like that, so my mum used to tell me when I was little, you can be anyone you want to be when you grow up. I mean, that's what we tell our children, isn't it? You know, we always say you can be anyone you want to be when you grow up, but you've got to do the right things to get there. So I did that. You know, I went to school. I went to primary school. I went to 3 different high schools. The reason for that was because everyone gave me a hard time when all I wanted to do was fit in. My deafness, having a cochlear implant, which you can't see because it's under my hair, but I was very, very self-conscious about how I looked, and people would always look at me, you know, when I had an interpreter in the room, the way that I spoke, and it really, really took a hit to my self-esteem. So anyway, I went to school, I did all the right things, and when it came time to go to year 11 and year 12, we went to a career expo, and I had a dream. I had a passion, and that was to help people. I wanted to be a police officer, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to be a doctor. They all had one thing in common, and that was to help people, to save them, to change their lives. But as soon as I got to the Careers Expo, and I got all my information about the degrees that I had to do, I was willing to put in the hard work. That wasn't the issue. My biggest issue was people taking one look at me and saying, oh, you're deaf. We don't have a place for deaf people. Oh, we don't take deaf people in this career. Oh, no, we can't do that. And, you know, Brian Marsh, last year at the 90-day game plan, he said something that struck a chord with me. And he said, you know, something about Walt Disney, you know, taking so many rejections, taking so many no's before he got to his dream. That was me. I felt like I had a lifetime of no's, a lifetime of people saying, no, you can't do it. No, you can't. Like, you know, you can't. You're not capable of doing something like this. So I took a step back and I decided I was going to be a mum because that was another dream of mine. So I got married. I've got 3 young, beautiful children, which I love, adore, but yeah. But when we had our 3rd child, we were starting to struggle a bit financially. So my husband is a full-time mechanic. He works 5 days a week. He loves his job. He's been in it for 10 years. Fine. But for me, I was really reluctant to go back to the workforce for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to be there for my kids. You know, I didn't want to miss a milestone. I didn't want to miss the first day of school. You know, why have children if you're not going to be there for them? The second reason that I was reluctant to get back to the workforce was because the amount of no's and people not believing me and having job interview after job interview and saying, oh, sorry, no, we found someone else. And many of you probably went to job interviews and, you know, you got rejected because they found someone else better with better qualifications. For me, I took it personally because I was like, I know why you didn't hire me, because you don't know what to do with a deaf person. You haven't been exposed to that kind of community. So I've been on the product for about 3 years now, and it wasn't until 12 months ago, when my daughter was about 6 months old, that I thought, I'm going to have a look into the business. You know, what have I got to lose? And I looked into the business. I signed up just before the 90-day game plan last year, and I thought, you know, I had the question, what if? What if I could make this into something? You know, apart from the fact that I could create another income from home, I also knew that I wanted to be an example to the rest of the world and basically just say, screw you. You know? Because of this business, I now have this belief that the only person that knows what you're capable of is you. And it's up to you to go out there and show everyone else that. So that is my biggest thing that I tell everybody. So I'm really, really grateful for the business. I've met some amazing friends and community here and my uplines. I'm so grateful for Monday night trainings with Adam and Kira, Carla, my upline, who helps me hold my hand every step of the way, and my downlines and side buddies. Like, The community is amazing no matter where you come from. Whether you've got a degree, whether you've got an impairment, whether you're a mum, whoever you are, the community here and the vibe and just amazing. And, you know, it's given me the opportunity to actually stand here and share my story with you. So thank you so much.